2, Chapter 8, on customer service. Let's take a look at the logistics marketing interface. Customer service is often the link between logistics and marketing within an organization. Today, logistics is taking on a more dynamic role in influencing customer service levels as well as impacting the organization's financial position. Every incremental improvement in service, e.g. on-time delivery, will require some incremental level of investment from the supplier. This investment could be in faster and more reliable transportation or in additional inventories. An assumption is that for every incremental improvement in service, there's an incremental increase in revenue for the supplier from the customer. With the cost and revenue parameters identified, a return on investment, or ROI, can be calculated. ROI from service improvement increases at a decreasing rate. In other words, as service continues to improve, the marginal cost of providing the improved service increases, while the marginal increase in revenue decreases. At some point, the cost of service will far outweigh the incremental revenue gained from that service, providing a negative ROI. This is why it's impractical for most firms to provide 100% service levels. Therefore, suppliers must recognize the importance of balancing the trade-off between service and cost. In terms of elements of customer service, time refers to order to cash from the seller's perspective. Successful logistics operations maintain a high degree of control of most elements of lead time, including processing, picking, and shipping. Dependability. This may be more important for many buyers than the absolute length of time. There are 3 dimensions of dependability: cycle time, safe delivery, and correct orders. In cycle time, the buyer can minimize its inventory levels if lead time is constant. Providing a dependable lead time reduces some of the uncertainty faced by the buyer. A seller who can assure the buyer of a given level of lead time, plus some tolerance, distinctly differentiates its products from that of its competitors. Safe delivery. The safe delivery of an order is the ultimate goal of any logistics system. If product arrives damaged or is lost in transit, the buyer cannot use the product as intended. A shipment containing damaged product impacts several buyer cost centers: inventory, production, and marketing. Correct orders. Dependability embraces filling orders correctly. The buyer who has not received what was requested might face potential lost sales, production, or satisfaction. Communications. 3 types of communication occur between a buyer and a seller: pre-transaction, transaction, and post-transaction. Pre-transaction information includes availability and delivery dates. Transaction information includes specifics about the order. And post-transaction information involves repair, assembly, or returns. Convenience. The logistics service level must be flexible. System capabilities should be matched to customer segment needs. Let's take a closer look at customer service. A stockout occurs when desired quantities of finished goods are not available when or where a customer needs them. When a seller is unable to satisfy demand with available inventory, one of 4 possible events might occur. From the perspective of most organizations, these 4 outcomes are ranked from best to worst in terms of desirability and cost impact. Number 1, the buyer waits until the product is available. Theoretically, scenario 1, where the customer waits, should cost nothing. This situation is more likely to occur where product substitutability is very low. Number 2, the buyer back orders the product. Scenario 2 would increase the seller's variable cost. Number 3, the seller loses current revenue. Scenario 3 would result in the buyer canceling a portion of or the entire order, thus negatively impacting the current revenue of the seller. And number 4, the seller loses a buyer and future revenue. Scenario 4 is the worst situation for the seller and the most difficult to calculate because it results in the loss of future revenue from the buyer.